I'm really pissed off because I recorded this video, but then found out I had no audio. Next time I should always just check, if I have audio first. But we should be good to go with the audio here now. So now let me go through my week 3 picks. As you can see, they're already highlighted because I went through this video. But I'm going to explain why I picked whatever team that I did pick. So I picked the Chiefs to win against the Chargers, and that is because I think Mahomes is a better quarterback than Herbert. The Chiefs are at home. I think their offense is better. The defense of the Chargers may be a little better, but the Chiefs are at home, 7-point favorites, and I think that sounds about right. Sounds about fair. Steelers against the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Steelers are at home, 3-point favorites, and I agree with that. I think they may win even by more, just because Pittsburgh's defense is really good. And Burrow looked really bad in terms of like he kept throwing picks last week. Steelers defense was the reason, except for last week, the week before, they looked pretty good, and I think that they're a good defense. So I think they'll bounce back and they're gonna win. They have to in this division. It is very tough otherwise. Um, so now we get to Tennessee versus the Colts. Pick Tennessee. Tennessee is a 5-point favorite, and I think they will win this game by probably even more than that. Derrick Henry's a beast. Came back, played really well last week, and I expect him to play well this week too. Although I don't know if he's going to rush for that many yards in this game because Colts defense is good. Just don't know who the Colts quarterback is going to be, and that's what's concerning me. Broncos versus Jets. Broncos are going to win, I think, because it's in Denver, and also because Teddy Bridgewater has a better team than Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, unfortunately, has no offensive line, no real receivers to help him out over there in, they're 10-point favorites. I think I agree with that. It's high, but the Jets lost last week really bad to the Patriots. So what do you expect? Raiders versus Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Raiders. Dolphins don't even have a quarterback. Tua's hurt, and I think their backup is Jacoby Brissett, and I don't think he's great. So there you go with that. Carolina versus Tennessee. That is tonight's game. I'm going to go with Carolina against the Texans. Sorry, I think I said Tennessee. Carolina is going to beat the Houston Texans, and they are favorite by 8 points. I think that's a little bit less than what I would have said. I would have favored them by 10. I just don't know David Mills. What is he going to do? We'll see, I guess. Bills will beat Washington. 7.5 sounds a little too high, but I think they'll win in the end. Bears versus the Browns. Yeah, this one is gonna be going to the Browns, I think, because Justin Fields makes his first start, and he's gonna go against a tough team. Odell Beckham is gonna be back for the Browns, and I think the Browns ultimately are gonna win this game. They looked really good. Nick Chubb has looked really good, and I think they're gonna win. Cardinals versus Jackson, and they're 7-point favorites, and I think that sounds about right with just Justin Fields. Justin Fields gives them a better chance to win than Dalton, though I would say that. Cardinals versus Jacksonville, 7.5 favorites are the Cardinals, and I think that sounds about right. I would actually give them a 10-point favorite because I think Jacksonville's that bad, but since Jacksonville's at home, they're trying to be a little nicer. And yeah, I think Arizona's going to win that game. I just think Kyler Murray is better than Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be a fun game because Kyler Murray versus Trevor Lawrence, first pick versus first pick. But Kyler Murray has a better team, better offensive line, better defense, better all around. While Trevor Lawrence has no offensive line. He has some decent weapons, but not even close to DeAndre Hopkins or anything like that. Ravens are going to smother. They're going to destroy the Lions because we saw what the Packers did to them. 8-point favorites. I think they should be 10-point favorites almost at this point. I think they're going to beat the Lions bad, just like the Packers did. Aaron Rodgers, everybody questioned, is he done after one game? I was like, come on. No, he just had a bad game, and he showed up, and he balled out and played amazing against them. So the next Saints versus Patriots. I'm going to go with the Patriots, but this is going to be a very close game. I could see either team winning. Patriots are a 3-point favorite, and that sounds about right here. And I think that's going to be what the game ends with. So Giants versus Falcons. Giants are favored by 3, but I think Giants should be favored a little bit more because I think the Falcons are one of the worst teams in the league. their offense doesn't even look good. Something that we thought would look good with Kyle Pitts. Their defense looks terrible. Saquon's going to run all over this team, and Daniel Jones is going to pass all over this team. If the Giants do not win this game, their season is pretty much 0-3. You cannot start that way. Even in such a weak division, you cannot start out 0-3. So now we go to Rams versus Buccaneers. Rams, I have this game is going to be the best game. Should have been Sunday or Monday Night Football. Should have been prime time. Unfortunately, it's not. It's in the middle of the afternoon. Best game of the day, in my opinion. This could be NFC Championship game, but I'm slightly going to go with the Rams here. The Rams, even though the Buccaneers are 1-point favorites, the Rams are at home. I like Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford a little. I like that combination a lot. They've been playing really well, and I think their defense is really good. But I do think the Buccaneers' defense is really good as well. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they have such a loaded roster also. So this is like two teams that are perfectly balanced almost going at it, and this is going to be a great game to see. Seahawks versus the Vikings. I think Seattle is going to win. They're a 1.5 favorite. I think it's too low. I don't think Minnesota has been unfortunate because the last game they played against the Cardinals, they should have won, but they missed a field goal. They cannot afford to be doing things like that. You can't start off 0-3 in that division either, because the Packers you got in that division, and so the Packers I think they're gonna have a great record, so you need to keep up with them. And the Packers play the 49ers. 49ers are favorite, and I find that interesting, and I know they're at home, but I just like the Packers offense better. I like Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers against Jimmy Garoppolo. No, I'm going to go with the Packers, even though 49ers are 3-point favorites, and I would not be surprised if the 49ers won. The game Monday night that I hate the most, two teams I cannot stand and do not understand why this is Monday night. Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I just think Dak Prescott's better than Hurts. They have Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. Defense for both of these teams are questionable. Both are not that great. But I think that Dallas's offense is better, and that's what's going to win them this game. So I had to do this twice. That's why it's uploaded late. So please excuse that. But it's still before the first game, so I haven't seen anything that's happened. We will upload this on week-by-week basis, and next time hopefully it'll be earlier. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you around the bend, and tell me what teams you picked, which ones you agree with, which ones do you disagree with. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe.